Welcome back to the channel. This is Football Temple brought to you by Azar Studios. The Women African Cup of Nations WAFCON 2024 is now in the quarter-final stage. The last 8 teams will now be fighting for a place to qualify for the Women's World Cup and, of course, for a place to win the newly coveted Women African Cup of Nations title. The Super Falcons of Nigeria are up against the Copper Queens of Zambia. Shekari, the ladies man, joins me alongside, of course, Bauji's Media, Otumba, of course, two men who don't know what it means to be world champions. On the lighter note, how do you feel seeing Chelsea win the Club World Cup?
Rub it on my face.
You can never, you know, there's a song that Chelsea fans used to sing, champions of Europe, you can never be there. Arsenal fans, how do you feel? Well, let's leave all of those club football. Let's come to the Super Falcons, which is what we'll be looking at today. The Women African Cup of Nations, like I said earlier, enters its quarterfinal stage. And Nigeria, 9 times champion, coached by Justin Madugu, led by Captain Rasheedat Ajibade, will be up against the Copper Queens of Zambia, with Barbara Banda and Rachel Kundananji spearheading the attack of the Zambians.
Wahala.
Is it still Mission X or Mission Impossible?
Frankly speaking, as a patriotic Nigerian, I want Nigeria to scale through the Zambians, get to the semi-finals, The fact that we are record time champions of WAFCON speaks volume of our achievement over the years, For someone that's followed the female football for a very long time, I've watched the likes of Messi Akide do their thing, Perpetual Kocha,
Stella Obachu,
Yinka Kudaisi, Kikelomo Ajayi,
Precious
the list
Dede
is endless. But right now, like I told you off camera, I've not really been convinced with what I've seen so far of the Super Falcons. They had it good against the Tunisians.
Was it really good? It was just flat.
3-0. It was a bit one-sided. The Tunisians didn't really offer so much opposition. But against the Botswanas, I was like, what's going on? Bosija, the goalkeeper that plays for Mamelodi Sundown ladies, was at some point, a friend of mine sent me a message. Guy, this goalkeeper, she didn't say she be God, though. She won't deny us, progression. I was not really convinced with what I saw against the Botswana side, Attempt after attempt, nothing was happening until someone that for some time, I've not really been convinced by her performance, but, I'm talking about Esther Okoronkwo.
Okay, Esther.
She just decided to, yes,
You haven't been
it was,
convinced of that
I've not really been convinced, but
The
Botswanans, she just decided to take the game by the stuff of the neck, and, it was
change it.
A cross that gave Chiwendu Iwezu, that chance to just give us that slim win. But against the Zambian side, it's going to get tougher. I watch the Zambians against was it the Senegalese?
Okay, yeah, against Senegal.
It was a tough one. And this is a Zambian side that were not scared of the height of the Senegalese ladies. They went all out. They eventually won that game 4-3, if I'm not mistaken. And I was like, if Nigeria should come up against this Zambian side, it will be big work. Now we are facing them in the quarterfinals. It's not going to be easy. They have, I think, in the entire department of football, where it's scary for Zambia is their
goalkeeper.
No, not just, I know the goalkeeper has not really covered herself in glory. She made some calamitous errors, even right from their first match till the last group stage game.
Yeah.
But they have the front two that can wreck anybody in world football. So I think the coach, the Super Falcons coach, really needs to work on that team. Something seems to be missing, like I told you off camera. Something seems to be missing. For the Super Falcons to even put 2-3 string of passes together.
It's a problem.
Uchebe looks a shadow of herself.
She's not even starting games.
Something is wrong.
Shekari, look at it from this point. The Falcons are finished group. Was it Group B? Yeah, Group B with 7 points. But my own worry is the fact that we didn't concede.
We didn't.
But we also did not score. We scored 4 goals. in 3 of the games we played. And let's be honest with ourselves, we scored scrappy goals. I don't think the Falcons really worked out any goal that you say, almost see teamwork.
Yeah.
Aside from the goal Rinsola scored, I think Rinsola against Tunisia in the second goal we scored. Every other goal was by, well, I will not say luck because you cannot score 3 goals by luck. Oshoala goal was element of luck. The ball just hit her on the body. And then the last goal scored against Tunisia, even the goal against Botswana, the Botswana defense went to sleep, and at that point, the cross from Esther came, and then back, of course, Chiwendu scored. Now, against the Zambian side, who know how to score goals. Zambia also finished with, I think they finished with 7 points also.
Most of the teams that finished top of their group finished with 7. Yes, they did.
7 points,
they were only finished second behind Morocco based on goal difference. So they finished on second. Now, in terms of scoring, the Zambians can score.
Yeah.
But defensively might be shaky. But for the Super Falcons, we've not been tested to a large extent by a team that has come at us. So we can say we are still keeping a clean sheet. But against a Zambian attack, can our defense hold it? Ashley has been fantastic in this tournament. Tosi Dimene she has been decent. Osiacho Ale is not getting younger. And of course, Michel Alozie, I want to keep my words to myself. Personally, I want to keep my words to myself in terms of Michel.
Yeah.
I think she has not offered anything attacking wise, and her defensive abilities are questionable. So if it's the attacking, play that gives the difference, she's also not covered herself in glory,
Shukurat Oladipo.
Yeah, so I was going to talk
the
about
girl who plays in AS Roma, maybe she come in and
did
rival.
better.
But let's look at
I was going to talk
Zambia's
about
attack versus Nigeria's defense.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that Shukurat girl. For a very long time, I don't wonder why this girl they sit down for bench, right? I know that she was fantastic when she played for Robo Queens out there, but I feel like maybe because of Michel Alozie is that name, that's him. We know saying that Michel Alozie.
And then what
because of that, I just feel like because of that, she gets to play each and every other game. I've said this thing a lot of times, and I'm not convinced. Even when Michel Alozie, when they've been started to talk about her and all of that, I haven't really been convinced with her defending. Let's be honest. I think for the Super Falcons, this thing where you talk, I was actually going there. I feel like with these first 3 games we don't play, we never get teams where I'll say the attacking line are threats towards us, right? If you remember the first game we played against Tunisia, I think towards the end of the game, I'm trying to remember that lady's name, the one Tunisian attacker like that smallish one. She had one chance. That was like the only chance they had in that game. And we saw how it almost led to a penalty, right? We saw the defense was caught lacking. Michel Alozie lost the ball in a very disgraceful manner, and then see how she seamlessly got past Osinachi Ohale, and then it was almost a penalty, right? Yes, at all, right? She doesn't play like she used to play. She doesn't play like the person that played the Women's World Cup, right? Obviously, a lot of things don't really change. So just that opportunity they got, Michel Alozie was just a little fortunate that the official said, okay, that one was a foul on her. If not, that was the only that. So far, all these games now the only threat where I feel say we don't really get. And one other chance that they had, I think that hit the bar. That was the biggest they've had. Like that has
come to the Falcons.
That's come towards us, right? The Botswana game, those girls came out there to sit at the back. Everybody know it was 10 players behind the ball, right? The Algeria game,
did so well.
They did it perfect. They almost got away with it.
Yeah.
They almost got away with it, if not for the brilliance of my girl. I don't know why Otumba say he has not been convinced with Esther Okoronkwo. Esther Okoronkwo looks like the only bright light that's in that attack. That's the truth. When she plays up front with what's her name? Chiwendu Ehezuo, they're threats, right? Like you said, I don't see any reason why what's her name? Asisa Toshuala should be starting in that game, right? There's this other girl that I think she plays in China. No, this other one that plays in China, the one that has Ijami Lucy or something. A great player, good with the ball on the ground. I feel like where our problem then are keeping that ball. Like you said, we cannot keep that ball and play 5 passes at a stretch. We don't have players that can do that. Now the coach keeps making this mistake of putting what's her name, Jennifer Echegini, on the bench. I don't know why, but I feel like that girl, she's very, very creative.
She's got a lot.
Come on.
Yeah.
She's very, very creative.
She's mobile.
She knows how to hit the ball. Now, one problem why I feel say we struggle to hit the ball. How many times we don't hit the ball? So against the Zambian sides, like I said, they never really test us. It go be a lot of problems, right? Michelle, I'm not convinced.
Okay.
That's the truth.
Well-
It's going to be a lot of. We're going to have pressure like we've not had so far in the tournament.
Well, before we go to other games at the WAFCON, let's look at the Falcons, the Zambians now. The threats. We know that up front the Zambians are a threat. They know how to score goals.
Yeah.
They know they hide down. Defensively, they feel no too sabi how to do defensive work. But now, let's come to Madugu, the coach of the Super Falcons. If you are Madugu, what will you be thinking right now? Because it's been under fire. One, the girls have been unconvincing. It will be a disgraceful manner to crash out at the quarterfinals. My memory served me right. I don't think we've ever crashed out at this stage of any competition at the WAFCON.
No.
Have we? The answer should be no. We've at least gotten to the worst case scenario semi-final. So it means that if we fail to Zambia, it will be our worst outing. And Madugu's name will remain there forever as the worst coach to take Nigeria to the Women African Cup of Nations. What should it be changing, guys? Quickly. Of course, we've admitted the fact that Oshoala should not start. She's leggy. Who should come in? He made 8 changes against Algeria. And it was still same old. Nothing special. Who should it change? What should happen? Quickly.
For me, the back line looks suspect, like you said, and you rightly pointed it out. Michelle Alozie looks like shot one, like we say in local parlance.
So Folashade Jamilisi should come in.
For that right back, Shukurat
Shukrat,
should come in
Shukrat.
because we saw flashes of brilliance and she showed that she's got that confidence, to hold her own.
And she showed that she knows how to go inside.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The central defense pairing should be as it is. Osinachi Ohale and Demey.
Yeah.
And for the left back, it's
No
so
brainer.
impossible.
No brainer.
It's no brainer. Ashley Plumter should keep her space. In the midfield, for me, I think Uchebe, who is someone that when she holds the ball, I will be like, what's the next thing she's going to do? Because she's got that fast thinking. She makes that decision so fast and it makes you look as if you are watching PS5 or whatever. But since the start of WAFCON
She has only started one game.
2024, I've been wondering what is going on with her. It can't be like, say, maybe she get heartbreak recently. Because I really can't understand what is going on in her head. So for me, I think Echegini deserves to start. Because she has shown that, yes, it's not a fluke that she plays for Paris Saint-Germain. So she should start. And who else should be in that midfield? I think Alimat Ayinde has done very well.
Yeah.
For someone that you can call a legend as far as this current set of Super Falcons is concerned. I think she has not done badly and she deserves to keep her spot. And moving forward, Rashida Tajibade should, raise her game. We know she can offer more than what she has offered so far. And for Esther Okoronkwo, she should continue to play that role from the bench. She come off the bench and,
be the game changer.
Why Chiwende Uhezo should start.
Yeah.
Should lead the attack.
She should start.
Yeah.
She should lead the
probably
attack.
Rinsola Babajide should keep her place up front.
Yes, absolutely. I think I left that out.
Yeah.
Agreeing or
Yeah, it's almost the same thing. Just take out Michelle Alozie from that defense. We just need someone. We don't need so much going forward, right? Just someone that is defensive.
We have a potent
that's sound
attack.
defensively. Just stay there and defend, right? We see Ashley Plumter. We know that she knows how. She's very good when she goes inside.
Mobile.
But
And her recovery rate
but
is
defensively
awesome too.
She's very good. She stretches her leg out. She's getting that ball.
Yeah.
We need that kind of a defender. Just stay there. The midfield setup, okay for me. I think Kante has done well. She and
picking up needless yellow card. Make her not even
that's
go there.
no. She just picked up 1 yellow card.
2 yellow cards.
Okay,
I was on
yeah,
suspension.
yeah,
Suspended for the 3rd game.
But
But
thank
she'll be
God,
back.
thank
She
God
should
that
be back.
it's all removed, right? And going forward, being that midfield, I feel like Tony Payne too is not playing like the Tony Payne.
No. Tony Payne should make her bump still the form shape for that bench.
No,
I think.
Okay.
Tony Payne should. She has not really played like the Tony Payne way we really know, but Halimatu Ayinde has been very good herself for a lady of her age. I don't know how she still take the one, but
Yeah.
I mean, decent up there. I feel like you said, so I don't think Esther Okoronkwo should necessarily start. She's an outlet, right? She has a lot to bring in from the bench. She has a lot of energy, a lot of trickery, flair, and all of that. So it could be very helpful when the opposing team don't tire somehow. Chiwendu Ehezo should always start. I from the first time I saw her against the Banyana Banyana of South Africa out here in Abuja. I don't see any reason why she should not be starting.
Score
She
prediction.
should start there, yeah.
Score prediction.
Looking into my crystal ball, I feel Nigeria will skate through this, but they will drop a lot of sweat. 3-2.
3-2 Nigeria.
I'm seeing it.
I'm saying 3-2 because then get basket in between
post.
the 6 for Zambia.
Shekari.
Yeah. I'm seeing it 2-1. I'm seeing it 2-1. I feel like this game going forward, they know that they have to be clinical. There are a lot of chances they fly around. Conversion rate has been really poor. Like you said, what's her name? What's her name? I'm trying to remember.
Ajibade.
Ajibade has. We know say day, but I don't know whether it's a mental block or what. She's not giving what she gives
So
to
you
us
think
normally.
2-1 Nigeria?
So I'm seeing it 2-1. They know that we have to convert in this game. It's win or go home. So we're expecting more. We're expecting better, right?
Yeah.
So I'm seeing it 2-1.
Well, let me be the spoiler here. The guys in the studio have said for Mr. Otumba is gone with 3-2 Nigeria. Shekari has gone with 2-1 for the Super Falcons to win. But for me, I'm going with Zambia to win Nigeria by 3-1. Easy for the Zambians, and there will be no redemption for the Super Falcons of Nigeria. The Copper Queens are better in terms of tactical play than the Falcons, except Madugu does a miracle between now and the match. And I'll probably say thank you, Madugu, for proving me wrong. But for now, I think it's a Zambia 3-1, and nothing changes that for me. Yes. Quickly, guys, Mali take on Morocco. Any surprise to be expected? Morocco finished on 7 points. Mali finished on 4 points. Had to come in as one of the best losers. Any surprise?
No. Morocco all the way.
Pack for Morocco.
Easy peasy.
Move, yeah.
The other game, we'll see Algeria take on Ghana. I think this is where the Ghanaians need to have sense. And they do have like a bit of easy route to the final.
Yes, they have.
If they really want to win their first ever tournament, they need to start scoring goals. I think the Ghanaians are also not scoring. They are poor. If Ghana can take away Algeria and win their game, then the Ghanaians most likely will be in the semi-final, and then they play Morocco. Any surprise, or you think Algeria are good enough? Too good for the Ghanaians to beat?
I think Ghana should be able to scale through. I'm saying this based on I think I watched 2 of their matches, and they showed flashes of brilliance. Relatively young side with some newcomers who are just maybe 2-3 national team appearances, but they look like a good team. And for the Algerians, they've got flair. But if the Ghanaians can match physicality with taking chances, they should be able to scale through.
Well, the last game we see South Africa take on Senegal, the defending champions, up against the Senegalese side who are to also wait to scale through. Will be a tough game. The Senegalese are no pushovers, are growing gradually in women's football in Africa, and we want to lay their claim to something good. Well, the winner between Senegal and South Africa will then go on to play the winner between Nigeria and Zambia in this semi-final, while of course the winner between Algeria and Ghana will then go on to take on the winner between Morocco and Mali in the semi-final. I think all 4 semi-finals should qualify for the World Cup, right?
Yeah.
All 4 semi-finals
as it has always been.
Will be true to the World Cup for Super Falcons. Is this still going to be Mission X or Mission Impossible? 90 minutes, 120 minutes, or possibly penalty shootout will tell when the Falcons face the Copper Queens of Zambia on Friday, 5 p.m. Nigerian time. The guys have said the Super Falcons, but for me, I'm sticking with the Copper Queens. 3-1 Zambia to win Nigeria. And I hope they prove me wrong. But if they don't, remember I said it here first. If you want to put your money, please bet responsible. Football Temple brought to you by Azar Studios.